The official timeline of human history tells us that as we go further back, tools get simpler. But the stones tell a different story. In places like Jordan, Iran, and Sicily, we find impossible structures that look less like hand-carved art and more like precision engineering. Today, we're analyzing the top 10 ancient sites that defy human proportions, where the rock wasn't just cut, it was mastered. 1. The Cube of Zoroaster, Iran. In Naqshi Rostam stands a 12-meter limestone tower built with such precision that you can't fit a razor blade between the blocks. We call it the Cube of Zoroaster, but that's a guess made centuries later. There is no soot, no ash, and no evidence it was ever a fire temple. The real mystery is the roof. It's composed of 4 massive slabs, each 7.5 meters long, held together by dovetail joints. This is woodworking logic applied to megalithic stone. Why go to the trouble of carving complex wedge-shaped projections into limestone if you were just building a tomb? The joinery, dovetail joints in stone require 90-degree internal corner cuts. In modern masonry, this is done with CNC milling. Doing this with a hand chisel without fracturing the stone tongue is a statistical anomaly. Weight distribution: each roof slab weighs roughly 20 tons. Placing them with millimeter precision at a height of 12 meters requires a crane capacity far exceeding the wooden pulley systems of 500 BC. 2. The Towers of Agil, Turkey. On a high rocky cliff overlooking the Tigris River lies a megalithic marvel estimated to be 5,000 years old. These are mysterious towers carved directly into the limestone bedrock. Official historians call them defensive structures, but the architecture tells a different story. The towers are shaped in a way that actually makes them easier to spot from a distance, the opposite of a defensive strategy. Subtractive balance. Carving vertical towers out of a cliff face at such a height requires an incredible understanding of structural load. If the base isn't carved perfectly in relation to the center of gravity, the tower would lean or collapse during the process. Geological selection. The builders chose specific strata of limestone for durability, indicating advanced geological knowledge. 3. Felsenmeer, the Roman anomaly, Germany. In Germany's Odenwald forest lies a sea of rocks, a chaotic scatter of diorite boulders. Diorite is notoriously difficult to work with, even the Egyptians only used it for their most prestigious royal statues. The theory is that the Romans worked this quarry in the 3rd century. But if the Romans found diorite so difficult that they usually stuck to soft limestone, why did they attempt to carve a 10-meter monolithic column here and then leave it in the dirt? Compressive strength. Diorite has a high compressive strength, making it nearly impossible to split predictably using the traditional Roman wedge and feather method. Energy expenditure. Modern estimates suggest hand polishing a 10-meter diorite column would take tens of thousands of man-hours. 4. The giant jars of Sulawesi, Indonesia. Over 400 megalithic jars, or kalamba, are scattered across the Bata Valley. The largest is 2.5 meters tall and weighs 6 tons. They look as though they were turned on a colossal pottery wheel. The inner and outer walls are perfectly concentric. Hardness factor. Basalt ranks 6 to 7 on the Mohs scale. To hollow out a 2-meter vat, you need tools harder than the stone itself, like tungsten carbide. Copper or bronze would dull in minutes. Rotational symmetry. To achieve this look, the stone must be rotated or the tool must revolve around a fixed axis with perfect stability. This suggests a large-scale mechanical lathe. 5. Cava di Aspa, the abandoned assembly line, Sicily. In Sicily, 60 massive column sections sit in various stages of completion. It looks like an assembly line that simply stopped. The official explanation is that stonemasons carved from the top down, slowly chipping away a trench. But the walls bear long, continuous marks that look like the teeth of a giant circular saw. Kerf width. The trenches are extremely narrow. Chiseled trenches usually get wider at the top to allow the worker's arm to reach down. These trenches are narrow and vertical, suggesting a tool that didn't require elbow room. Core drilling. The circularity is within a tolerance of a few centimeters, suggesting a guided mechanical pivot. 6. Hegra, the doorless necropolis, Saudi Arabia. Hegra contains 111 massive rock-cut facades. The lonely castle stands 22 meters tall, carved from a single outcrop. But here's the mystery: there are no doors. No stone plugs, no hinges, no grooves. Why spend decades carving a 22-meter facade to bury a loved one, then leave the entrance wide open for scavengers and sand? Subtractive engineering. This is one-shot engineering. One mistake, and the entire 22-meter facade is ruined. Top-down logic. The builders had to know the exact dimensions of the base while they were still 20 meters in the air, implying sophisticated blueprints or surveying tools. 7. The Al-Naslaa rock, the laser-cut, Saudi Arabia. Just north of Hegra lies a 9-meter boulder sliced down the center with a gap so straight it looks like it was made by a CO2 laser. Geologists call it a perfect crack from ground shift, but the balance is too perfect. Symmetry. The cut divides the rock into two perfectly balanced halves sitting on tiny pedestals. If it were a natural crack, the vibration of the split usually causes the boulders to topple. This didn't. 8. The Cyclopian walls of Cephalonia, Greece. Near Crane lie the remains of a 4.5-kilometer wall. These are massive boulders laid without mortar, yet they have survived millennia of earthquakes. The Greeks called this Cyclopian, believing only giants could move stones weighing over 4 tons. Static equilibrium. Without mortar, the wall relies on friction fit. Each 4-ton stone is shaped to nestle into the ones beside it, creating a flexible wall that absorbs seismic shocks. Interlocking joints. Similar to walls in Peru, these stones have multiple interlocking angles, requiring complex 3D modeling to fit. 9. The Fortress of Arwad, Syria. This island fortress features blocks 6 meters long and 2 meters high. Even official historians claim the wall reached heights of 10 meters. Divers have reported marks on submerged blocks that resemble mechanical processing. Massive volume. A block of this size weighs approximately 60 tons. Moving and stacking these at the water's edge is a monumental feat of logistics. Hydraulic engineering. The wall was designed to break the energy of sea waves, requiring an understanding of fluid dynamics. 10. The masterpiece, Petra, Jordan. Finally, the monastery. To build it, they didn't just carve a facade, they had to excavate 130,000 tons of rock, 6,000 truckloads, just to clear the space. The smoking gun is in the urn tomb. The ceiling is covered in perfectly straight, parallel grooves. Hand chiseling leaves short, choppy marks. These look like machine tracks from a rotary cutter. Mass excavation. Where did the waste go? The tailings, leftover rock, around Petra don't match the volume of stone removed. Linear grooves. The marks are consistent in depth and spacing. A human hitting a chisel changes the angle with every strike, a machine does not. Whether it's the laser-cut Al-Naslaa rock or the 60-ton blocks of Syria, the evidence is carved in stone. The ancients weren't just working hard, they were using a toolkit that we are only beginning to understand. If you want to see the even crazier structures of ancient India, hit that subscribe button. The history we were taught is only half the story.